Hi, do any of you use Google Maps to plan trip routes that aren't simply from point A to point B by the quickest route? Well, I love going on BMW motorcycle rides through the New Jersey countryside and often try to avoid highways and populated areas in favor of more scenic routes. And if you're like me, you may be wondering how to best to do this with your computer and then to download that information into a GPS. Well, you may be familiar with Google Maps and know that you can drag and change the routes to suit your needs, but once you have such a route, how do you then get it to your GPS? I found a great new tool that helps me to do this, and I wanted to create this short screencast to share it with you how. So here we have Google Maps, and I plan a route to our destination, which I'll paste into the input box here. This is a local Wawa where the BMW riders meet. And I get directions from my hometown, which is Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. And Google Maps does what it usually does, which is to plan the fastest route to get there. And as you'll see, it takes me down several highways and interstates. And supposing that I don't want to do that and want to plan a more scenic route, what Google Maps allows me to do is to simply drag portions of the route to more attractive scenery, if you will. So I'm routing and changing the Google Maps default route now to do something a little bit more scenic. And once I've done that, I would like to now export this into my GPS. And Google does not have an easy way to do that. And that's where I've discovered Map to GPX. And this can be found at a site called elsewhere.org and winds up being just a small bookmarklet that you can drag to your links toolbar. I already have a couple of copies up here, but it's as simple as simply dragging it up here and putting it into your links bar. Now, then when you're in Google Maps, all you need to do is simply click on that bookmarklet and it will open a new window that will create the GPX data that you can then export to your GPS. It can be simply by highlighting all of this text and pasting it into a text file with some text editor and saving it as a GPX file. Now for Garmin and for several other of the GPSs, the process of actually importing it may differ slightly, but the trick is to get the Google map data into GPX format in the first place, and this tool does a great job of doing just that. I'm going to go back to our route, and I can now export this route into my GPS and exactly go the way that I would like. That's all there's to it.